Hi everyone, welcome back to Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop. I got a progress video for you today on the Revell 1969 Chevy Nova Yenko. As you can see, everything is in primer. I had previously prepped all the parts, sanded all the mold lines, trimmed all the flash, deepened the door lines and the trunk line. You can see the darker outline of them, so that really makes them stand out a little bit better. I mixed Stynorez gray and white primer together to get a lighter gray. This is a Stynorez gray by itself. You can see how dark it is, so I wanted to work with a little bit of a lighter gray primer for everything. I had planned on using the black primer for the chassis and suspension pieces, but I mixed up enough of the lighter gray to go ahead and prime everything that color. I'll just use my black craft paint to paint the chassis and everything. Normally I would leave it just in the gray and the black primer, but here you see the interior with the primer on it. You can really see the detail of the seats and everything a little bit better. Interior will be green. I'll tape it off and paint the inner fender wells when I do the chassis. Got the engine here. I drilled holes for the spark plug wires. Not sure if you can see those or not, but I did that. The other interior pieces, the door panels, you can really see the better molding on those with the primer on them. With the body, going back to that, I might go ahead and give it a wet or a dry sand with 1000 grit. It's not 100% smooth, but it is pretty smooth. But just for safe measure, I think I'll go ahead and sand it off. Normally I don't have to do that, but in this case I think I will. So that's the primer part of everything. There's the wheels. Going back to that, body color obviously as well. So hopefully in just a few moments we can skip forward to what I did on Monday and possibly Tuesday if I can't get it all done on Monday, and we can see what this thing looks like with some color on it. So hopefully in a few seconds you'll see that. Okay, so now we're on Monday, and as you can see, I've gotten the interior painted. There's the seats, the dash, and the door panels. I did that with folk art basil green through the airbrush. I'll tape off and spray the rest of the other green on it later. I did the chassis in folk art pure black, and I did some of these suspension pieces that have a semi-gloss look, as you can see. I did those in Anita's glossy black, $2.99 for an 8-ounce bottle. Not bad, not bad. I used embossing powder for the carpet. Right there, just a little jar, $5.49 at Hobby Lobby. But you know what? I've done 4 interiors now with this, and it barely looks like it's been used. So that is going to last a long time. Initial investment, but lasts a long time. I'll get that painted up in a little bit of a darker green contrast for the interior. I mixed up some orange and red together for the engine. Craft paint as well. I'll get a little bit of, try to matte clear that, or a satin clear, whatever, to get it not so flat. The exhaust is painted. I mixed up an aluminum with my craft paints. Go into detail on what colors I used. I just mixed it up. And that's what we have for now. A little bit later, I'll come back and show you the second color on the interior, and I'll show you the carpet. Okay, so I'm back now with a couple more things to show you. Like promised, there's the carpet. Painted with a little bit of dark green added to that basil green. That little piece fell off, but it goes right back on. I sprayed the dashboard with a little bit of the body color, just a quick light coat. Wasn't happy with the color of the dashboard. I did the same thing with the door panels. Give them a little bit of a sheen. So there's that. Steering column. Body color as well. Steering wheel. Won't really focus, but there's that. And the wheels. Body color on the wheels now. And here's the seats. The two-tone seats. Really like how that turned out. I'll get a little satin clear on there. Protect them a little bit. And now the body. I'll call it a frost green. Not quite exactly a match for the car I was trying to pattern it after, but how do I like this color? I mixed full cart peridot with deco art shimmering silver. Until I was happy with the color. Started with the peridot, then added in the shimmering silver. Looks really good. Also, performing a little experiment here, I painted a extra NASCAR hood that I had. Got a bunch of NASCAR bodies, and I painted the NASCAR hood as well. First of all, I wanted to paint it just to make sure I had the color right. I was happy with it. But I'm going to try this clear real quick on that hood, see what it gives me. I might clear the car with this if I like how it turns out. So trying something new here, and we'll see how that turns out in probably my next video. This will be it for this one. Until next time, this is Craig at Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop signing off. Don't forget to like and subscribe.